Hi, welcome back to edtech. Today I'll be teaching you in continuation with my CSS specificity class. This is probably the last of the CSS specificity classes, and in here I'll be teaching you about the selector, the CSS Attribute Selector. And this is quite interesting and crucial to your style sheet. Okay, let's get started. I have a small HTML file here. Let's say you have a paragraph. Let me call it my paragraph, my para, right? And let's say my ID, paragraph ID equals is paragraph. This is just for example, so you can name it anyways. Okay. Go to your CSS style sheet. Then what you need to do is, the syntax is something like this. P, then the square brackets, and then the attribute here, which is the ID, and then your curly brackets, color, let's say red. There you go. Now let me make another one more P, let's say without any ID. Call it something else, your para. Yeah, and then see the result. Here you won't see the effect. Why? Because I didn't mention I mentioned the attribute here, but the second paragraph doesn't have the attribute, so it doesn't get affected. Okay, now let's say the second one has an ID. ID color, for example. Both will get affected. Why? Because I just mentioned the only ID. I just mentioned the attribute only. I didn't describe. Now, since both of them have an ID, so both will get influenced. Whereas, if I identify specifically here, ID equals, let's say color, and then check here. Now only the second one will do. Again, if I write here ID equals para, go back to the result. Oh, sorry, the HTML. What was my ID? Paragraph, sorry. So if I write ID equals paragraph, check the result, then the first one gets affected. So you see how specific it is by using the attribute here. And then you will see other examples. Let's say A. Just open and close. href. Okay, and then some site. Just call it something to see the effect. So here we have a site. Now let's do this attribute styling. A, the square brackets. What was the attribute here? href, curly brackets. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's say pink. You see the pink, right? Okay. Let's say there's another one. A href .org, and then your site, and let's just close it. Check the result. Here there's nothing. Wait, I made a mistake. Okay, see the result again. Your site, I forgot to do a line break. Okay, you have a line break now. Okay, so now href color pink, both are pink because I didn't mention anything else other than the attribute href. What if I write href equals the exact thing? So what gets affected? The first one. Why? Because in the first one it is just a hash, and the second one it's hash and something else, right? So it's as specific as that. Then we see some other trick. Let's say a href I want this sign equals curly brackets, background color yellow. See the result? Now which one is affecting the sum site? Ideally it should affect the second one. 1 second. Okay. Forgot to make it. Yeah, now both are affected. So what I was trying to say, that you're styling the href which contains the hash. So both have a hash. So both of them gets colored, background color yellow. Okay, so this is how. Let's try another trick. Let's say a href. Okay, we find this sign Okay, and then equals, let's say the hash again, and then the curly. Let's say the background now let's choose another background. Let's say pink. So now what do we see as a result? Both are affected. So, see why? Because in HTML, when I write this sign, the down arrow, so this means it has this hash, I mean the href. It means identify the href, the a link, right? So that is starting with the hash. So in this case, both are starting with hash. That's why both are affected. Let's see another trick. Instead of this, if I write the $sign and see what happens. Only the first, the first one. Only the first one is affected. Why? Because it's starting and ending with hash. It has only the hash, right? And if I change this, instead of .org, if I write hash and then check the result, there you go, the second one also gets affected because the second one is also now ending with the hash sign. So now you see, so it's so specific. You can kind of identify an element or a link or a paragraph or anything which has a particular something, the description that you're looking for, the ID that you're looking for, the class that you're looking for, the href value. So this is the value that you're looking for. First was the ID with a value of paragraph with para. So you have to identify. So that means when you provide the value there to the attribute, inside the square brackets, then it becomes more specific. So this value you can mention with the different signs, like one is just equal to, so that means it contains. Then the attribute contains this particular value, so you can identify that. Or the $sign, which means it ends with that, and the downward arrow, so that means that something which starts with that particular value. And this one, the background yellow, this means it contains the curve href curve equal to the hash, that is the particular value. So this means just look for this value in both the links. If it's there in any form, whether it's a starting hash, space, whichever way, it's there. Somewhere it's there means it gets influenced. So this is the specificity in terms of using attributes. So you can remember to put the element, to use the element first, followed by the square bracket, and within the square bracket write the attribute, and then equal sign, followed by, within open and close inverted, you have to write the value that you've allocated to your ID, your class, or your href, or your target. It could be anything. You can use so many examples. And you can also use it to images, and then have borders around those particular images that have those particular attribute with those specific values. So I may do more examples in one more lesson. So if you want me to do one more lesson, you can indicate that in the comment section. Then I will do one more website example using these selectors, if you like. But if you understood, it's okay. So do let me know in the comment section. It's really very clear to you. But if it's not clear and you want me to point out more examples using a website, then I can do that for you in the next session. So do let me know in the comment section without fail. What is your thought on this? I'm waiting to hear your thoughts on this and your request on this. And Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to publish a lot of CSS, HTML and JavaScript lessons from now onwards until you become an expert, as you know, from zero to hero. So in your journey on becoming an expert and adapting to this web development and web designing environment, it would be better if you subscribe and then stay tuned to all the lessons and not miss out even one lesson, because I publish on a regular basis. And if you have any more requests for me, like let's say you have a particular another subject in HTML, CSS that you want me to cover, and you don't know the topic well, you don't know the subject well, or you have any query on that, I will do a lesson on that. So do let me know in the comment section without fail. Don't feel shy. Stay safe, stay subscribed. If you're not subscribed, do remember to hit the bell button. Yeah, and also hit the personalized bell button so that you get personal notification whenever I publish these lessons. So don't forget to hit the personalized. Don't forget to hit the personalized bell button so that you get to know immediately when I publish these lessons. Okay, see you. Stay safe and stay subscribed. Stay safe and stay subscribed. Stay safe, stay subscribed. Bye.